So 42% of couples hire a videographer for under $500. 28% of couples hire a videographer in the price of $500 to $1,000. So that's 70% of the industry.
70% of the demand is for weddings or for wedding video under $1,000.
Let's talk about, we just talked about the lower end of what people are willing to pay. Let's talk about the higher end. 4%, so 46,391 couples are spending more than $3,000 on a wedding video. That's only 4%. 9% of couples are spending $3,000 on more than $3,000 on photo.
The same report will say like the under 500 spending range is 28% of couples. The 500 to 1,000 or to 1,000 range for photography is 26. So like just over 50% of couples, like what is that, like 55, 58%, is spending 1,000 or less on photography. But like think about, look at this, the 2,000 to 5,000 plus range, you're talking like 21% of the market for photography. 2.4% of couples are spending more than $5,000 on the photography. What is that for video?
I think it was 1%. I'll pull
1%. So 2.4%, 5,000 plus on photography. 46,000 weddings, or 48,000 weddings, spending more than $5,000 on photography.
I have it. 1.6% of wedding videographers are able to get 5,000 plus.
How many total weddings is that?
17,262.
So that's 17,000 weddings versus 48,000 weddings.
Yes.
17 for video, 48 for photo. Like, just let that sink in for a moment, because
you look at the amount of people that are spending on less than 1,000, and it's 750,000 compared to 17,000. The numbers they pale in comparison. So everyone is fighting for that 17,000. I'll even say the $3,000 to plus. That's probably close to, what was it, 45,000, somewhere around there. Everyone's competing for that 45,000 people compared to the 750,000 people.
Well, with photo, people spending 3,000 plus, you're talking like 170,000 potential weddings.
Yeah. So this is really the reason why.
Quit video, guys. We're all gonna do photos.
But you see the reason why so many people out there have a problem with the knot and wedding wire, and why a lot of people are like, this doesn't work for me. I wasted a ton of money on the knot and wedding wire, because really they're fist fighting with each other. It's a huge, like, just cluster knife fight.
Let's just put ourselves in a bride's perspective, right? Let's just say the percentages are probably accurate, right? And you want to charge $3,500, right, for your film. Out of those statistics, if those are like, they're probably pretty accurate. Like, you're looking at, if you're a photographer, like 10% of the brides max that can and will buy your thing. And of course, we always talk about getting people to spend a little more. Let's be realistic. Like, you're not going to be able to pull 10% of a market up. You're not going to ever turn it to 20% of the market is going to, maybe you could. And there's probably some people who are listening to this and going like, this is crap. I'm going to transform the industry and we're all going to magically make everyone richer. That's my thing about the whole thing, is like, this is about how much money they have. It's not just what they're willing to give me. 4% of all couples are spending $3,000 or more on a wedding film. And that equals, in the United States, that's 46,000 weddings. That is not a lot of weddings for an entire industry to funnel all its talent.
What was that number again? Repeat that.
4% of all couples are spending more than $3,000.
Yep.
That's 46,000 total couples who are willing to spend it's whatever you want to think. If you want to think there are more that are willing, if somebody would have convinced them, whatever.
Yep.
But that's the reality. They're spending that much money. So if it was evenly distributed, so let's say the dream is everyone in the industry, you're full-time if you're shooting 25 weddings.
Yep.
Only 1,855 videographers total could service those weddings.
Yep. You're fighting on a razor's edge, essentially.